here's the thing. When a pandemic hits, when $6 gas hits, when a loaf of bread goes up, when there's 73 people trying to buy one house and they run the price up, when it's weird out there, when you walk through the grocery store and there's not crap on the shelves, okay, you have a different physical reaction to those things. You have a different emotional and spiritual reaction to these things, a lot less drama to these things when you are the third pig. You remember the third pig? He's the one that had a brick house. And when the big bad wolf came, his pulse rate did not change. He looked out the window and said, "Oh, there's a wolf." When the big bad wolf came to the other houses, he huffed and he puffed, and he blew their freaking house down, and their lives were coming to an end. Right? So when you have an emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses, when you are living on a budget, when you have worked your butt off and gotten yourself out of debt, and all this crap comes at you, your pulse rate doesn't change. You go, dadgum, that's awful. It's inconvenient. They don't have cream cheese at Publix. Dadgum. You know? It's just a thing, right?
Can I be a fourth pig?
The fourth pig?
Can I be the fourth pig?
I don't know.
What
is the fourth
pig? The fourth pig.
Is the fourth pig, is that the stepchild? Who's the fourth pig?
I might be the stepchild after this segment. We'll see what happens.
You may get thrown out of the family.
I might get thrown out. The fourth pig is you do it all, right? Thank God for parents that teach you young. You do it. You're living on a budget since 21. You save up your emergency fund. You're funding your 401k. You're doing it, okay? So you got the brick house. But the dadgum wolf, but he's real. And when that pig goes to the grocery store, it's like, dang it, Publix. It is though. So
the fourth pig was a drama student.
Maybe so. The fourth pig can have the brick house, but the fourth pig also feels it when you fill up your tank and you're like, no, why is it so expensive? Or Costco, I check out and feels like it's double than what I did.
I didn't say you didn't feel it, but it doesn't have to have the level of drama that you're bringing to it.
I know, but God sucks though.
I didn't say it didn't suck. And let me tell you when it sucks more. When you're not the third pig. I've been there. I mean, it's like when you're broke, everything that can go wrong will, and then they throw some of this crap on top of it.
Totally, absolutely.
And your life looks like a country song
so it's that much more.
Biden wrote. I mean, it's awful. You know, I mean, it's horrible. It creates a huge, but the level of stress that you have, the level of anxiety that you have around inflationary matters changes dramatically, or should.
Totally.
If you have your crap together because you've been following this stuff. This is the stuff that we teach is the only principles in finance that work in prosperous times and in hard times.
Yes. But also, so I would say the fourth pig lives too, like when COVID hit, right? I know I'm the fourth pig. I don't know, I'm making it up as we go.
I know, I can tell.
But it's the same feeling as with COVID, that the people that were debt-free, had an emergency fund, all of that, their level of fear was way less.
Yes, that's my point.
All that. But there was still a level of, God, like,
yeah, I had that level. Yeah,
so
I mean, I get it.
So that's what I was just trying to acknowledge, that even though financially, the dollars and cents, you can still pay for the gas and like adjust your budget, and you're fine. You can pay for it.
Yeah, the dupes cut the stupid pump off at $125. I can't even fill up the truck. You know, I got to do it twice to fill it up.
That's why you need to go green.
I know, but
plug up.
Oh, good Lord,
and you don't have to do it.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, this is going downhill fast. But so
I can't fill up my truck.
The point is, though, that when you are prepared and you have done the things that we teach, this stuff does not have as much of an effect on you unless you choose drama. But the drama and the anxiety when you're broke is very real.
Yes.
I remember that. It's, like Deloney says, your body remembers it, you know, and so, yeah, when the difference in $4 gas and $6 gas is a huge percentage of your world because you haven't done these things yet, or you've never chosen to do these things. These things being getting out of debt, saving money, living on a budget, living on less than you make, so that you can build wealth, so that you've got some buffer between you and all this crap that's out there. That's the third pig. And it is a real thing that, it doesn't mean you're looking down on the little people. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that you're the third pig. And the wolf is out there and he's huffing and puffing, but you're not going to die. And so the anxiety, if you have reasonable mental health, should be lower. You should not be at the same drama level. And so that's a real thing. And so
that's one of the benefits of what we're saying.
It's why you do this.
Yeah, that's right.
It's why you do this, because guess what? If your anxiety level due to inflationary issues or whatever it is, budgetary problems, is lower, it affects your relationship when you go home at night with your kids and your spouse. It affects how you do your job at work, because you're not sitting and wringing your hands, and you can actually concentrate, get your job done. Guess what? And then you get promotions. And so this whole thing leads to prosperity and away from the other. And so this should be yet one more time in your life, if you're out there and have never decided I'm going to get out of debt. You've never really decided I'm going to get on a budget. I've never really decided I'm going to build some wealth and have an emergency fund. This is one more reminder to be the third pig, because you do have less stress.
Yes,
you
totally.
should have less stress.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't mean it's not there. It doesn't mean you don't know it's there.
And
doesn't mean you're in denial that people are having a hard time somewhere else other than you. You're not a snob. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying the natural reaction should be, it's inconvenient, versus it's world ending.
Yes. And even the simple thing, I was talking to someone who's getting out of debt, just being on a budget, she was like, even just that gives me a sense of control and peace, because I know where to adjust and all of it. And even though it's still tight and it's like, oh, it's frustrating, it still gives you this level of control, versus, like you're saying, just laying out and being like, oh my gosh, everything's just happening to me and I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Giving yourself the ability to control what you can control. And that's this plan of getting an emergency fund in place, living on a budget, working your way out of debt so you don't owe anyone anything, building up an emergency fund, a fully funded one. Yeah, all of this, right, is to get to that point. So I totally concur. I just want to say they were still out of cream cheese. So that's the only thing I was saying in the break, is that there are still a few things that are bare on the shelves. And
I'm just saying it's not the end of the world. And it's less the end of the world.
Yep.
It's less drama and less stress when you're the third pig, or unless you've graduated to the fourth pig, which is the third pig with drama, apparently. But whatever that is, I don't know exactly what that is right now. We're going to rewrite the fable at this point, but we're going to have a Ramsey version of the fable, and Rachel's going to tell us how to do the fourth pig. But this is horrible.
The author.
But
I don't know. If
You're
just
just scared to death I'm not going to be empathetic of the people out there.
Well, all you said is that it didn't hurt month to month, the grocery bill, and I thought, I hurt. My every dollar, it hurt when I had to track that dang Costco transaction. I thought, dadgummit, it's just more. It just eats into it. My little line on my every dollar budget went way further than it did last month. So
and that means that less pizza for you, and that's a problem.
Taquitos, Topo Chicos, all of it.
We get the fourth pig when we have less pizza.
That's
where the fourth pig comes out.